Hi friends, this book is called A Pocket for Corduroy. The story and pictures are by Don Freeman. Late one summer afternoon, Lisa and her mother took their laundry to the laundromat. As always, on such trips, Lisa carried along her toy bear, Corduroy. Have you guys ever been to a laundromat? The laundromat was a very busy place at this hour. Now, Corduroy, you sit here and wait for me, Lisa said. I'm going to help you with our wash. So you can see in the pictures they're doing their laundry. Corduroy waited patiently, then he suddenly perked up his ears. Lisa's mother was saying, "Be sure to take everything out of your pockets, Lisa dear. You don't want any of your precious things to get wet and soapy." Sometimes when Miss Alyssa does laundry, there's change in the pockets that I have to get out, or it clings in the washing machine. "Pocket," said Corduroy to himself. "I don't have a pocket." He slid off the chair. "I must go find something to make a pocket out of," he said, and he began to look around. First he came to a pile of fancy towels and washcloths, but nothing was the right size or color. Then he saw a huge stack of colorful clothes in a laundry bag. "There ought to be something in here to make a pocket out of it," he said. What do you think he's going to use? Without hesitating, he climbed inside the bag, which was filled with pieces of wet laundry. The dampness didn't bother Corduroy in the least. "He must be in the cave," he said, sighing happily. "I've always wanted to live in the dark, cool cave." What is he going into? Do you guys know what that is? That's right, it's a laundry bag. When the time came for Lisa to fetch her bear, he was gone. "Oh, Mommy," she exclaimed, "Corduroy isn't here where I left him." "I'm sorry, honey," said her mother, "but the laundromat will be closing soon, and we must be getting home." Lisa was reluctant to leave Corduroy, but her mother insisted. "You can come back tomorrow," she said. "I am sure he will still be here." As they left, a young man wearing an artist's beret was taking his wet laundry out of the bag. The very bag Corduroy had discovered. Before he knew it, Corduroy was being tossed together with all the sheets, shirts, shorts, and slacks. So Corduroy is going into the washing machine. Inside the dryer, but the artist was shutting the glass door. Corduroy tumbled out onto the floor. "How in the thunder did that bear ever get mixed up with all my things?" the artist wondered. Poor Corduroy was damp all over. "The least I can do for him is to give his overalls a good drying," said the man thoughtfully. He unbuttoned Corduroy's shoulder straps and put his overalls in the dryer. Corduroy grew dizzy as he watched the clothes spinning around, but the artist became inspired. "This would make a wonderful painting," he said as he took a sketch pad out of his pocket and began drawing the swirling colors. "I can hardly wait to get back to my studio." So he's painting all of the colors that are in the washing machine. Finally, the dryer stopped whirling and the man gathered up the clothes. Then he helped Corduroy put on his warm, dry overalls. All at once, the manager of the laundromat called, "Closing time, everybody out." So what does closing time mean? That means the store, the laundromat, is closed for the night, so you can't come back until morning. Corduroy was gently placed on top of the washing machine. "I wonder who that bear belongs to," said the artist as he was leaving. "Seems to me he would have had his name someplace. He's too fine fellow to be lost." As soon as lights were turned off, Corduroy began his search again. He was surprised to see something white glowing in the dark. "Maybe it's snow," he said excitedly. "I've always wanted to play in the snow." He accidentally tipped over the open lidded box and suddenly he was covered with soft, slippery soap flakes. Gradually, Corduroy began to slip and slide. "Oh, what fun," he said with a smile. "I've always wanted to ski down a steep mountainside." So where do you think Corduroy is going to go? He landed his paws into the first empty laundry basket. "This must be a cage," he said, peeking through the bars. "I've never wanted to live inside a cage like a bear in the zoo." But by now, Corduroy felt less drowsy, and he soon nodded off to sleep. Next morning, when the manager came to open the door to the laundromat, there was Lisa waiting. "I left something here yesterday," she explained. "May I take a look around?" "Certainly," said the manager. "My customers are always leaving things." Lisa was searching under the chairs in the back of the washing machines when she heard the manager call her. "Is this what you're looking for, señorita?" Yes, he is my best friend," shouted Lisa. As she came running, she reached and picked Corduroy out of the basket. "So this is where have you been, you little rascal," she said. "It is time I took you home." Lisa thanked the manager and ran out the door down the street, holding Corduroy tightly in her arms. "I thought I told you to wait for me," she said. "Why did you wander away?" "I went looking for a pocket, Corduroy." "Oh, Corduroy, why didn't you tell me you wanted a pocket?" asked Lisa, giving him an affectionate squeeze. And that very morning, Lisa sewed a pocket on Corduroy's overalls. "And here is a card I made with your name on it for you to keep tucked inside," she said. "I've always wanted a purple pocket with my name tucked inside," said Corduroy, and he and Lisa nuzzled noses. So Corduroy got lost at the laundromat, and she had to find him.